guess you've been wondering what's new in the city of Paramount. Let me direct you to the Paramount Chamber of Commerce's newest effort. It's called the Business Resource Center. Today is its grand opening. We've got dignitaries on hand. We've got food and fun. Thought you might want to come along. Let's go.
Peggy Lemons, Executive Director of the Paramount Chamber of Commerce, and I'm going to take you on a tour of our facility to familiarize you with what we do here. Okay, this first section here is generally the largest used section within the center, and it's our business startup area. And basically, you can walk into the center and you can get all the information you need to start up a business. Everything from your business license for the city to if you're opening up a home business, your occupation permits. Also, if you're brand new and you don't know quite which way you're headed, we have several different types of business plans available. Everything from a solid business plan to a home-based business plan to a quick mini business plan. Some of the brochures below outline some of the requirements that you're going to be expected to have as a business. This particular one lets you know some Paramount requirements and some loan information and some services that are available to you. This particular section houses our business startup kits, and we have the sole proprietorships, the limited liability, the corporations, and the actual employer's kit. There's even a book here that details out which category you specifically belong to. We have labor law books, we have what you need to know to hire and to terminate your employees, tax guide information, EDD information, and various business license information. This particular section expands on the first one, like partnership agreements, when you're ready to lease your building space, what things a tenant needs to consider. We have information here about our SCORE counseling services so that they're aware that they're here, what they're about, and we let them know that they can schedule an appointment right here at the chamber office. Once again, some expanded information. This will kind of be an A to Z booklet that they can use right here at the chamber office that takes them from starting up a business to registering a trademark, so that they don't have to purchase a business startup kit to get the type of information that they really need. Information on SB 198 OSHA requirements and home-based business information. In Paramount specifically, this appears to be a topic that is really growing within our community, which is international trade, because we're still a manufacturing-based community. And so a lot of our manufacturers are expanding into the international trade market. So this particular section is for that, kind of the A through the Z guidebooks to be able to do that, information on how they can fill out a shipper's declaration. That's real new to a lot of them, known as certificates of origin also. And so we've gotten a guide together to be able to tell them how to do that, where they can get the money to start their loan programs, and more various guides about importing and exporting, how to get started. This last cabinet here has various directories for them to look up all types of information and various types of report on the city and general information, like hazardous waste disposal, EDD information, and some surveys that were done within the city. The last rack over here are various business publications that the Chamber does subscribe to through the U.S. Chamber and through the California Chamber. So it's really up to the minute news magazines on what's happening in the business world. Okay, this is our business resource database, and it's basically very specific computerized information for easy access. It has the ability to detail information out, which I'm going to show you real briefly, and then they can print that out and take it with them right on the spot. It's simple access. We also have a manual written for them to use it, but if they have any difficulty, we will be happy to come in and show them from the office. They can type in specific category information, like if they want information about surrounding chambers, they can preview the entire database simply by hitting the F key and forwarding through the file, or they can type in a specific topic and go for that particular information. Some of the detailed information that's outlined within this database And this will kind of indicate to you that it's also a community resource as well as a business resource. Our local attractions, chambers, surrounding colleges, computer consulting assistants, contractors, environmental issues, government issues, trade, speaker programs, so it's pretty diverse. This particular section is basically our own little PR department for the city of Paramount. And we have I Love Paramount buttons and t-shirts, and we have our city maps and our history book on Paramount and our fun maps and our chamber directories. And we keep these items here. The t-shirts and the bumper stickers go really fast. A lot of people wanting to show their pride for living in Paramount, and that's actually why we started it, to get the positive word rolling. This particular section is our community information section. This is mostly used by new people moving into Paramount who want some basic information about the community that they're living in. So we have the publication, which is the Paramount Pulse Beat, which is a publication by the Paramount Chamber, which is basically turned into our community newspaper. That's everything from service club information to tax and legislation information for business. The Around Town is the publication which is produced by our city government, and they bring this out 2 to 3 times a year, and it details parks and recreation activities and people they want to highlight in city government. We also have the Progress Report, which is really a crime update for the city of Paramount. We had a utility users tax that went into effect a few years ago, and as a result, the city reports regularly to the community what they're doing with that money, and that's what this is about. We also have, from our State of the City address, the latest report on the school district, the progress report for 1995. We have information on their year-round school program that's getting ready to start, some senior citizen publications, neighborhood watch publications, service club organizations, and basically here is emergency information for them to pick up for earthquake preparedness, American Red Cross information, and voters' guides and registration certificates. This particular section here is our available for sale and lease space, and what we do is we solicit from our commercial and industrial property management companies what space do they have available in the city of Paramount. When somebody's going to start a business, of course, beyond everything else, they need a building, to begin in, and this, puts that information out there in the forefront so that they can begin to contact these agents and get into the space that they may need. Our last section over here is our Shop Paramount section, and that's these last 2 racks here. And basically what they are is our chamber membership information, their flyers, their brochures, their business cards to promote people shopping and staying right here within the city of Paramount. And I did have one more item over here. I said the last, but in the far corner over there in the stand behind our presentation area is your chamber information. So that way if people come in and they're interested in joining the Chamber of Commerce right from the start, we can put them over here. We can let them know about all of the exclusive benefits that we offer, the marketing opportunities, and the salespeople can take them right in here, let them tour the center, and put them right on track with the Chamber. Okay, this is our archive section, and this has been a favorite of Paramount High School students, and mainly because of the Miss Paramount pageant. They can come in and look at all the old bathing suits and what was happening then. But we do house in here past publications of the local newspapers, which are in this section here, and we have the past newspaper clippings, and we have past business chamber directories and Miss Paramount pageant photos. The photo albums that are here are, like I said, one of the most interesting things to them because it's all the history, basically, of Paramount back to 1924 when the Chamber first was incorporated. And I think these albums start in about the 1950s. So you have the old cars and the old dress and the old style. So they get a real big kick out of that and a lot of times use it for their school projects. Okay, this particular section is our SCORE counseling offices. SCORE stands for Service Corps of Retired Executives. This is a group that's sponsored by the Small Business Administration. Our particular counselor is Paul Vadish. And this is his office. And basically anyone, we do not limit our services to Paramount, can contact us. We will schedule them an appointment. He's here 2 days a month with our SCORE counselor. He brings them in here. He can counsel them on starting up their business or expanding their business. They have minimum requirements for SCORE counselors that they have so much business experience in order to be able to counsel businesses. And he's doing very well here, and people are very excited about the opportunity. This is our Take 5 Study and Relax room, and the basic purpose of this room is so that if they have materials that they've taken out front and they need some time to jot down some notes, figure out their requirements and the type of things they're going to need, they can come back here. We provide them with a table, a work table, and chairs. And another opportunity that we found to use this with is we have a lot of chamber members who are not based within the city of Paramount. They're sales reps for the area. So this allows them a place to come and regroup before their next appointment, get their paperwork together, prepare for their next appointment, and move on. So it has a dual purpose for us.
Peggy, you're really excited about all of this. What is your personal motivation as it relates to this? I know you talked about this a long time ago, and it's come in, it's happening now. How does it make you feel?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be able to finally answer the needs of our membership. It all came from their desires. They came in, they wanted the information, they had the need, and we weren't really able to accommodate them. And so this all grows out of what they've said that they needed for us. So to be able to finally meet those needs after all the support that they've given me for the 5 years I've been here is truly exciting.
Great. And if you would look into the camera and invite our viewing audience to come on down if they have a need for your service.
Please come on down to the Paramount Chamber Business Resource Center. We'll take you on a tour through this facility. I'm sure that you'll find some very necessary products and services here, and we'd be most pleased to welcome you. Thank you.
Ready? If you would, tell us a little bit about SCORE.
Well, SCORE is really stands for, it's abbreviation for Service Corps of Retired Executives, and we're sponsored by the SBA out of Glendale, and we work through various Chamber of Commerce through all 50 states, and there's some 2,000 of us, and we're here to help people that needs help going into business or those that are having problems that are in business.
Now, can you tell us, if you would, here in the city of Paramount, some of the people that you've worked with already?
Well, this is a new office, as you're probably aware of. This is actually, we've only had one counseling session because the office is brand new. And we get most of our clients are individuals going into business and starting up a business and really don't know where to go from there. And we also have workshops and seminars for people already in business up in Glendale and Los Angeles, and we're opening up a new office in Long Beach World Trade Center.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the, not so much in detail, but just a few of the things that we could expect to receive from you as a startup business?
Well, for someone's coming into business, they don't know where to start. We put them in touch with the city, county, and state agencies. We help them to get a DBA, which is a fictitious name to going in business. We help them go to the appropriate bank and set up their accounts, and we give them counseling on going into business, what they can expect from the business. You know, everybody thinks they're going to be a millionaire when they first start, so we tell them the pros and cons of going into business, and generally it's a 6-7 day a week job when you go in business for yourself.
Some of your success stories, perhaps in other areas, but have you seen some businesses come in and take off?
Oh, absolutely. Quite a few of them. When they, for example, I've been working in Long Beach now for quite some time, and we had a lady that was a manager for I won't name the restaurant, but she decided to go in business for herself, and she's doing very well, very well. She's in business a year and is very profitable.
Right.
So she comes back to us every now and then, invites us down to have lunch with her, and so very pleased with her. We have another gentleman that's starting up a photo business in Seal Beach, and he's doing very well. So we have quite a few success stories.
Great. And your professional background, sir?
Well, as a SCORE counselor, there's some requirements to be a SCORE counselor. First of all, you've had to be in middle management or higher with a medium corporation. You have to be in business for yourself for at least 8 years.
Yes.
And then you have to go through a training program with the SBA. Once you meet those requirements, when they assign you to an area that's supposedly or hopefully closest to your home, where you won't have that much freeway traveling to do.
Yes.
And my business background, I was in a middle management for, in director of franchising for the Southern California, And years ago, back in the 60s and 70s, I had 3 of my own businesses, small businesses. So.
And I noticed the gleam in your eye. You seem to really get a charge out of this. What's the personal satisfaction, sir?
Well, you know, I'm actually retired. I was semi-retired for a while, but I'm retired. Over 40 years, you gain all this knowledge, you know, and it's sitting up here kind of dormant. And you say, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
When you get someone that comes in for an interview and you see what little they know about business, I'm talking about the new clients that are just going into business.
Yes.
And you find out how much information you've gained over 40 years, and you pass that on to them, and when they walk out or when they come back and say, gee, I really appreciate what you've done for us, and it makes you feel good.
Okay, sir, tell us a little bit about today's program and what it all entails.
Today's program is finally the official grand opening of this Business Resource Center. It's been in the works for over 2 years, and finally this dream has come true. It took a lot of hard work, a lot of stumbling blocks that we had to run into, but here it is. The dream is actually going to happen today.
Yes. Now, give us a little overview, if you will, of what one in a startup business or an established business might find when he comes into this section of the chamber.
This will house any information that anybody would like to have as far as starting a business. We have all the publications, manuals, books that anybody would want to acquire information instead of going to different places. Not only starting a business, but we also have information on international trade. We have information on governmental requirements, on labor laws, on just abundant of information. There's manuals. There's manuals that can be bought from other areas, but you can come in and look at them first to see if that's what you're looking for. We've also taken a lot of information, put it on a database, and put it in a computer so it could be accessed easily and quickly.
Mm-hmm. Today's ceremony, what can we expect to see today?
Today's ceremony, what we're going to do is we're going to officially dedicate this office and officially have the grand opening today of the Small Business Resource Center. In addition to that, we have a lot of special guests that are here to open the Business Resource Center. And we also like to acknowledge the people that made this possible.
Mr. Horn, if you would, give us your thoughts on small businesses as it relates to the city of Paramount in this ceremony.
Well, number one, the city of Paramount has made marvelous progress in the last decade as a city in welcoming small business in particular. They've got a very responsive city government. Number two, and equally important, is small business is the major heartbeat of the American economy, the California economy, and the Los Angeles economy. And when you think, and I try to visit small businesses every time I'm back in the district, you get 10 employees, 15 employees, 30, even just 2 employees or 1. That's important. That's an economic generator. That's a tax producer. That's helping all Americans by providing jobs, by helping public services and the taxes they generate, with a public education system from kindergarten through the university graduate level that's still the best in the country, and meeting real diverse needs of a community. So I can't say enough about, one, the Business Resource Center, which I think is an excellent idea, and two, it's helped to attract small business, which means the children in this community will have opportunities.
Tell us your role in all of this.
We had some office space available. The chamber approached us about housing the business center, and we made that work and provided the space and some of the equipment in the office for them to use to make it happen.
Great.
So.
And yours?
Well, I'm on the board of directors of the chamber, and Peggy and I have been working on putting this together for the past 2 years, and just being active in the community and helping promote business and try and get some new business into the community. And we're real happy to have the center here, as well as the chamber as in our building. And we hope that Paramount continues to grow as a city.
How important is it for business and government to work together?
Absolutely important, and there's been a lot of cooperation in getting this center off the ground, and I think that without that synergy, that you run into a lot of roadblocks that are very difficult to overcome, and this center's an example of us working together and getting things finished quickly and open, and really bringing growth back to the neighborhood and the area.
Okay, Your Honor, if you would, tell us on your thoughts of this grand opening.
Well, I think it's very, very great because this Chamber of Commerce has been more active and aggressive than any chamber we've had for many years. And Peggy Lemons, since she became the manager over here, this chamber has went nothing but forward. And now, with the cooperation with the chamber and the city and the school, nothing has ever worked so nice as things are going for the city of Paramount right now.
Now, you've had a chance to look around the facility. What do you think?
This really displays everything what this city has to offer. And I think when they set up this center, it will attract new business because all you have to look around. I mean, we've got a lot of diversity here already. We've got a good transportation system. And now with the freeway and the blue line, it's very easy to get to the city. And I think when they opened this up, it was a terrifically big advancement to bring business into our city.
As you can see, there's plenty of spaces for other donators, so no, this took a lot of hard work from many people, and this is really a special day for everybody that's putting in all the time. Before I conclude today, I know we've been long-winded here, but before I conclude, I would like to thank the Paramount Chamber of Commerce staff. If I could have the staff up here, Janice Juarez, Marina Ortega, and Tad Chandler. Anybody else with the staff?
There's Polly Palomero, but he's still working. He's bringing the food over.
Okay. I want you to take a look at these people because we've added a bigger workload for these people because they're going to oversee the Small Business Research Center for now. So if you're going to need any assistance, these are the people that are going to assist you for now. So get ready, you guys.
We're ready.
Thank you.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this program, for indeed we enjoyed bringing it to you. When you look at the end of this program, be sure to look at some of the businesses that will roll up on your screen. These are the people that help make this all possible. And I guess in closing, I can use the slogan that reflects the Paramount Chamber of Commerce. It says, working hand in hand with business. Reporting for Continental Cablevision, I'm Ron E.